it's just such an honour to be in such a building and to see the impact it's having for students. What we do with the programme of works for across the state for Brasenose, it's exciting, it's avant-garde in historical buildings, and how we make it passive house standard so that we reduce our energy demand.
Development of our infrastructure is really important, and being here in this building now it's finished and restored to its glory is fabulous. Very pleased to be talking to you.
Talking to the student bodies on a regular basis about the success of the Fruin Hall coming back into operation has been incredible. The spaces that we're providing that didn't exist before are study spaces, and in terms of the main site, it offers such fabulous space, but Fruin didn't have that, and there's this sort of feeling of levelling up. Adding study spaces into Fruin Hall has been a game changer for the students on the site here.
We've got 200 students on this site, and like Chris says about walking across the city centre, it's only a 5-minute walk, but still, that's a barrier. But talking to one of the students who's just studying here at the moment, saying how even though our library on main site is beautiful, they love studying in there. Actually, to have now this is as beautiful too, and the building's restored, to be able to study where they're living is really, really beneficial. So they're already enjoying that.
How do you think these kind of projects contribute to your reputation, and how prospective students might see the college?
This building and this development was a really important part of really understanding how fast we can go, how far we can go. Delivering on that is going to take a long, long time. And even if we had the money, we can't make the buildings vacant to do this sort of work.
And I think as well, this project has been a great showcase for student involvement, where we've had a write-up and an article written about for the students that come in to live into this building by students themselves, to say just how much work has been done in terms of our commitment to making this passive house standard, for example, and then that in the context of its historical nature and where the building has come from. There's a really lovely story to be told of just how old the building is and how futuristic it is in terms of its energy demand. So, but I think sustainability for Brasenose is a running stream that will last for decades. As Phil says, it's a long-term game.
We want Brasenose to be an exemplar college within the university, within obviously an exemplar university, one of the best in the world. So what does that mean? It means having amazing facilities I suppose our job is about providing the platform for the academics to be able to do their teaching and research, and for the students to do their studying. And so it all needs to work really well and be a fantastic place that is inspirational. One of the things that I think people don't necessarily recognise consciously quite often is just the impact of having really beautiful spaces that work really well. So the architecture, the delivery, the operations of that is really important, and being able to do that in a sustainable way. But to have rediscovered that architecturally, and again talking to the students, you get that sense of them saying it's a lovely place now, and that's fantastic, and that helps them do their studying and do their work, and that all feeds back into being a really high quality educational space for academics and students.